Good evening, everyone. Hope everybody is well. I hope everybody is having a better week, especially in terms of transport, than I am having. I have offended. Well, in fact, the whole of London has offended the transport gods in some really quite serious way. So I hope nobody else is having that kind of a week. Here we are. We're doing the Book of the Raven this week.
No ominous there at all.
Yeah, it's
all going to be candy floss and kittens.
Yeah. Loads of candy floss. Loads of candy floss. It's going to be fine. And there's always kittens. I mean, kittens happen all over the place. They just sort of, they just appear. Right. So let's start off with Banian reminding us what happened last time.
Hello, Mother. After a good breakfast, we headed to the Wide to look for the Amber Dune books. We decided it was best to probably just ask a guard, as it would save us time, and he directed us to the northern end. While making our way there, I stopped and purchased some cooking supplies. I've got to make sure the pack are well fed on our journeys, after all. Amber Dune Books was run by a group of jackalwares. Their leader, can't even read my own writing name, Kavala, on hearing about the books that had caused the problems, looked into a record for us. All of them came from different sources, so it looked like we'd reached a dead end there. However, after some further discussions, Cavallo invited us to their home to discuss the matter further. It turns out they are all servants of Lamia that had died in some way. They were trying to raise money to get her raised. She had taught Kavala how to create some creature called a Ging Watson or something like that could change itself into items. A bit like the mimic we met in that mansion, just, well, I would say less deadly, but I don't think the people at Candlekeep would agree with me there. After some tense negotiations, we made them promise not to create any more books. And we even negotiated to purchase the real books that Candlekeep wanted. I'm thinking of keep an eye out for Kibala and her pack. They meant well. I think they deserve some help, really. But until then, I'll write to you again, Mother.
Thank you very much. So I imagine you've made your way back to Candlekeep. There was some toing and froing. This is where we ended up. How have people? Everybody's leveled up. How have people been spending their time?
I've been reading lots and lots of spell books wherever I can get the opportunity.
Okay. I mean, they really like you at Candlekeep now, so you've been solving lots of mysteries for them, so I guess they're going to give you access to all of their good spell books.
Yeah. Not just the generic volumes either.
The Dummy's Guide to Cantrips.
Yeah, there's definitely not that one.
That one is probably for Vediketh. Vediketh has also been reading more.
What?
I thought there was a look of pain on his face.
Yeah, of his book on a chain, his Flail +1, and he's feeling better about it and feels like he's really learnt some useful techniques to help people and protect things and maybe do things like that. You know.
Okay. What has Sasha been up to?
She's been keeping an eye on Vedi, just a bit, just to see what's happening there, and reading their religious books and training with their Warhammer.
What about Juniper?
Does Candlekeep have a garden by any chance?
Yeah, I mean, not really, but I guess there's a little bit outside the hearth here, where there's a little bit of a sort of a well. Yeah, there looks like there's a little sort of shed there and a little
Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought it looked like, some sort of. So I've been pootling around the garden.
Okay. Okay. So it's a random morning. You've come, as is your wont, downstairs to the hearth. You all know. Everybody knows the drill now. So the barkeep rocks up with the coffee,
Bacon.
some bacon, and some rolls, and you're all partaking of your usual breakfast, I imagine. Are you all down?
With the
Bacon.
Was there maple syrup involved as well?
Well, so this isn't. So it depends. Have you?
That's not. Yeah.
Have you
That was a
told
Baldur's
this? That
Gate.
was a different bar. Have you been telling the barkeep about the maple syrup? Do you think?
Maybe cryptically, but not so much
Yeah.
directly, because that's copyrighted material.
Yeah. Okay. Do we still have Quilliam with us?
Oh, always.
Excellent.
Always. Quillian is slightly changed in colour though. He's been a
Oh.
little bit darker.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh.
So,
Spot of sunbathing, maybe.
maybe getting too overly excited and dipping in the ink a bit too much.
Oh, we all know that happens occasionally.
Yeah, no,
I was
right.
about to say, but enough about Vedeketh.
goodness.
Goodness. But Vedigath has been reading his book and not consulting with the
I mean, let's
With the
not
acolyte.
let's not go too far down the book reading path. You know, he's got a limited attention span.
Okay.
That talent tree is not expanded yet.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. So yeah, there you are. You're having breakfast, and suddenly there's a bit of a commotion at the door. It sounds like there's sort of clattering. So the door is closed, and there's a sort of it sounds like somebody's trying to knock at the door. The door to the bar, that is. But it's not like it's slightly muffled. It's a very odd sound. It just sounds like there's something going on outside.
Were you expecting someone, Barky?
No, not really. That's a bit weird. So the barkeep walks over to the door, opens the door, and a raven flies in. And in the raven's talons, it is holding a book, and it flies over to your table, and it drops the book on the table, and then it lands on the table and it sits down.
It sits down with us.
Yeah, it's sitting on the table. So it's dropped the book on the table, and now it's sitting down and it's looking at you.
That is a mighty strong raven.
It is
Hasn't
quite,
got the name Cadgar
I mean-
around its neck on a chain, has it?
ravens are quite big. It's not a huge book. It's a thin book, and it's got a plain cover. It doesn't seem to have any
No
markings on it.
distinguishing features.
May I suggest not insulting the raven?
Well, yeah, there is that.
Raven's being
Yeah.
carried. The raven is eyeing up the bacon.
I'm going to give the raven some bacon because, you know, me's Billy done a lot of work carrying the book to us.
Must be hungry.
Yeah, it gulps down.
Yeah.
It gulps down some bacon and makes an appreciative cawing noise. I'm not going to try and do a raven impression, ironically.
Do it. Do it.
No.
You do one all the time.
Raven
Yeah.
says core.
Raven says caw. Yeah. It's a very scratched looking book. It's quite thin.
It's been in the talons. It's probably bound to be scratched slightly.
All right.
All right,
Who's
who's
being
feeling brave enough to open a book? Yeah, saying the same thing. May I suggest someone that knows how to read as well?
Yeah, Medicat's not volunteering for this job.
Oh, go on then. I'll ask the raven and be polite and saying, "Is it okay if I open the book?"
The raven rolls its eyes at you and you get the strong
Dude,
impression
what
it's
does
like,
it-
why the fuck else did I bring you the book, dude? Like,
Yeah, fair
Oh
enough.
yes, sass from a raven.
Fair enough. Okay,
I don't think anybody here needs to worry about speaking with animals. I think we all feel the intent from the raven.
it sort of looks at you, rolls its eyes and sighs slightly, and
Just
you're like,
like-
okay.
Just
If a
like, oh,
raven
for
could
goodness
face palm,
sake.
it would. Yeah.
Just goes like that,
Just with his
wing.
wings, yeah. That's covers. Okay, so I'll reach for the book.
Okay. So the book is bound with black wire. It's got about 33 pages. You notice it's got the book is covered with scratch. Oh, you're right.
I'm just covering myself in water. Don't worry.
Okay. The book is covered in sort of little scratches and indentations that look like they were probably made by pecking beaks. It's a handwritten book.
Oh, okay. So it's not by... And does the handwriting all look the same?
It is very scratchy. It's a very sort of scratchy, unsteady hand, but it is all handwritten. Are you gonna?
I'm going to start sort of not so much reading through it, but sort of skim reading through it and see if
Is it in common?
It is in common.
Yeah,
it is in common.
It is in common. Okay.
Yeah. I am going to promise that what I'm about to read is written in this book. I didn't write this.
This
okay?
isn't, but it is tailored specifically about Raven.
This is going to make you laugh.
Okay.
The Book of the Raven is a first-hand account written in common of an anonymous author who, after falling off her horse and breaking her leg, was rescued and befriended by Vistani travellers who graciously nursed her back to health. The author and her horse travelled with the Vistani for 3 months, during which time the author spent most of her time laid up in a Vistani-covered wagon, where she took to writing this book to pass the time. Although a dozen Vistani are colourfully described in a tome, only 2 are mentioned by name: Drasha, a teenage girl who applied bandages and poultices to the author's wounded leg, and Darzin, a one-armed boy with a terrible fear of wolves, who sang beautiful songs to help the author take her mind off the pain. The book provides a detailed account of the Vistani way of life, with emphasis on their food and music. The Overland journey is also discussed, albeit from the point of view of one who spends most of it inside a covered wagon. The author describes rough roads and days of travel through impenetrable mists and thick forests, crackling fires on a cold night, wolves howling in the dead of night, ravens pecking at the roof of the wagon in the wee hours of the morning. Late in the book, the author writes of being able to hobble about on crutches. She describes the cheery mood of her benefactors as the Vistani caravan travels a winding mountain road to the gates of a tall, dark castle. The book ends with a description of the castle's dreadful countenance. The writing abruptly stops on the third to last page, suggesting that the book was snatched from the author mid-sentence. The last 2 pages are blank.
I'm staying here in the tavern, not going anywhere.
I was about to say, is this?
I mean, you know, it's a nice story. What do you want us to do about it then, bird? He says, eyeing the bird.
The bird knocks the book. It just comes up and sort of shakes the book a little bit as it's in your hand.
Trying to find a specific page, are we, Mr. Bird?
And a map falls out.
Oh,
Good.
if by magic.
Can I say, you did say map then? I thought you said rat to start with. I was
no,
a bit
map.
worried. You
So
did say
map.
map, good.
A map falls out. And here is the map.
Oh. Exciting.
And
And
the Raven
this
is,
was loose. This wasn't.
yeah.
Okay, so
It
this
was-
wasn't bound or.
No, it
Whatever
was.
the word is.
It was just loose in one of the pages, tucked probably into the back, sort of the back
Oh.
leaf of the book.
Could we assume then that this is a map that said author had and is writing a diary gang? What are we thinking? Is this an account of what's happening now, or is this an actual story of a legend? Or
I mean,
what are we
looking at said map.
Have any of us heard of the Vistani?
I might have to roll a check to see if I have.
Yeah, you should probably roll a check to see if you have.
Or am I going off history,
Uh,
or would you like a?
I think a history check. Yes.
Okay. 16 plus 3, 19.
Yeah.
Same.
Okay. you have indeed heard of the Vistani. They're a travelling people who never stay long in very one place. They're usually human, but some of them are halflings. But they travel around. They're supposed to be very generous people.
So lovely nomads.
Yeah, lovely nomads. They travel. They're basically like Roma travellers in Europe. So they have those sort of barrel-topped wagons, and they do. They're very good at music.
If you imagine your
storytelling.
archetypal gypsy,
Yeah.
that's probably what they look like.
So the one-armed man, was it a man or a boy?
Darzin, a one-armed boy.
We could assume is a bard of some kind.
Yeah, with a terrible
Okay.
fear of wolves.
I mean, to be
wonder
fair, a fear of,
why.
Fear
fear-
of wolves might be, it's not a
it's
what's
probably a good life lesson, really.
yeah.
Especially if
that,
maybe one bit your arm off.
Now that you've found the map, the raven hops from foot to foot quite excitedly. It taps the castle picture at the bottom left-hand corner. It taps the word treasure at the bottom of the map, and then it flies off back out of the door.
So the raven
Bye.
wants the shiny, or is telling us
The only
about
thing
the
that's
shiny.
worrying me is the thing between the castle and the wording, which is the large, like volcano,
What,
like
the
image
Yeah.
with red worm written under it.
Scorch of the
Red worm.
worm.
Yeah.
Sounds fiery.
Sounds fiery and quite big.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to be a little salamander.
So the person who wrote the book might have had this map and was doing this, or attempting to do this, maybe. Or
My only
the
question.
or
Sorry, carry on.
or the lovely nomad people had this and found said person along the way.
I think they've been kidnapped.
Oh, okay.
And I think this because that's like a story, and I like the idea of that being the story.
I only have
You
one
want to be
major
you want to
question,
be
though.
the big shiny saving them. person.
Yeah. The Bellicat's minor hero complex is flaring up.
Minor hero.
Call it me being paranoid, but why us?
Yeah, it's a bit convenient that Raven friend, like,
Maybe
has anybody had
I mean-
any dealings with these people before?
It's almost as though this raven wants us to go somewhere.
maybe the Raven knows like that there's lots of different types of people that come here. You know, ravens are quite smart at noticing these sort of things.
So it was a case of like, go find adventurers. If they
Go
look
fi-
like
yeah.
adventurers,
Hand them the book.
hand them the book.
I mean-
Yeah, I mean,
And
especially-
this raven, being incredibly intelligent, decided to choose us.
I mean, I would imagine that you're quite well known around Candlekeep now. You've been there for quite a while, on and off.
Oh, well, did anybody have anything else planned today?
I mean, I might have just gone to look for some more books, but I think that's been hampered now, isn't it?
Like a book found you, friend.
Oh, true.
Ah.
True.
It does mean we're going out in the wilderness rather than into a centre of habitation with lots of buildings, so I'm in.
You mean you don't fancy another day of portals?
I don't want to be stuck in a magical mansion, and I don't really like being in cities much. So
No.
any excuse to be out in the wilderness is good for me.
Okay. So, the map says, follow the trail to the hand and horn. I assume that says hand, right? I can't quite.
Looks like hand.
To the
Pass
hand or ham, and then goes the hand.
ham and horn. Past Three Tree Hill, over River Warn, to the Worm's Mark in the foggy moors. West of there, the treasure is yours.
So the only place that's not mentioned is which way, but by the looks of it, we'd have to go this way to which way to get to the hill.
You mean that way?
Which
Yeah.
way is that?
Now,
Yeah.
which way's the town at the top of the map?
Oh,
Oh, we're going to have fun with this joke.
yeah.
Who's
So
the
we
tank?
So we can assume that the red on the map is paths.
Yeah.
and the blue is the rivers.
Yeah.
And
Does
if
any-
it's any comfort, you and I both face palmed at the same time. There, I looked up and you were doing it as well.
Thank you, dear. I appreciate it. Do we recognize any of these names
Yeah, I was
that
going to
are
say,
on the
does
map?
anyone know of a town called Whichway?
Roll me some dice. What would that be? Some kind of
Survival.
survival,
or-
I think. Yeah.
Are we all doing this, or just...
Well, whoever
Yeah,
wants
go on
to.
then.
Roll.
Let's have a go.
I mean, you've all got different backstories, so
I'd go with a 9, so I probably don't.
yeah, you have
I've
no
got,
idea.
I've got an 8, so
Okay,
I'm just like,
so
what?
the gnomes have no idea. They've never heard of Whichway.
The person that's been out in the wilderness all his life, knows everywhere, travels widely, got a 9.
Okay, so I was kind of banking on Galray to know where Whichway was, but okay, that's fine. Galray doesn't know where Whichway was either.
I got 10.
You got 10, okay.
I've seen Vedi's roll.
Yeah, I saw that come up as well.
What did you get,
I
Medica?
think Medica rolled a 2.
Okay, none of you have any
Oh,
idea. None of you have any idea where Whichway is.
All right.
Venicus
so
thinks he has to start swimming.
I'm going to.
Right.
Okay, so at this point, I'm going to poddle over to the bar and ask the barkeep if the barkeep knows where Whichway is.
Ooh, oh yeah, I have. I've heard of it in that I think we had some travellers come from there once, but I couldn't give you directions.
Okay.
One of the acolytes probably could though. I mean, there'll be maps in the library.
I was going.
Brilliant.
I'm just going. I just start running and say, "I'm going to find a map."
Oh, okay.
I was
So-
going to go to the stables and ask the guys that run that. They're more likely to talk to travellers.
My thinking is that.
Yeah, but they
Candlekeep
like
has
us now,
everything.
don't they?
Yeah. The
Oh.
acolytes like you. So if you wandered in and said to the acolytes, "Can we have a detailed map of the Sword Coast that has somewhere
Yeah.
called Whichway on it?" They would absolutely find that for you.
Do you have like an old cartography? Because it might not even be a place that people recognise as that name now. It might be another place that's been renamed or something. So can I go and ask one of the acolytes to let me into like the cartography library?
Yeah, absolutely. So you go and have a word with an acolyte. They don't recognise it, but they also quite like maps, so they come with you. They take you to one of those funny little rooms.
Oh, I get flashbacks.
Well, I mean, you've been in and out of the funny little rooms quite a lot recently. I imagine if the funny little rooms
yes,
are a
yeah.
central part of the library, so
Yes, it's
I
true,
imagine you've
it's
got used
true.
to it by now. You've worked through that trauma, I think.
Yeah.
Um, so, oh god, I'd forgotten I put my dishwasher on. Sorry. He finds your map, and you pore over it together, and you discover that there is a village of which way. It's not. It's a sort of a couple of days hike from Candlekeep. It's sort of around here. It's south of the Wood of Sharp Teeth. So it's in
Okay.
this sort of no man's land around here.
There's no ominous way they ever name these places, is there?
I'm just
know.
gonna because I'm just going to do what I wouldn't do in real life, which would be forget the important detail. So I'm going to ask, can I have a copy of this page made, please?
Yes, he gives you a copy.
Fantastic.
With a big arrow on it that's like, which way is here? He doesn't have any. So interestingly, they don't. He like which way is on the map, but none of these other items are sort of listed on the map. Which way seems to be the sort of key feature of this map that is there.
Okay.
It also looks like it might be abandoned. As you were saying, you looked at maps from different times, and the more modern maps don't seem to have which way on them.
So is it
looks
like
it might
one
be.
of those where it might have been a prominent thing a while ago, but it's just gone into obscurity? Or...
Yeah, it looks like it was a little village south of the wood. It's around here somewhere.
So secured with map, I go back and show everyone else what I found.
Brilliant.
In my defence, I've never been that far south. That's why I didn't know where it was.
Oh yeah, so because you go up to Baldur's Gate, don't you? So yeah, there we go.
That was
Oh,
my
they
story,
were
and I'm sticking to
slightly
it.
south of
New
south of Candlekeep.
new adventures for everyone. I assume, considering that I don't think any of us have ever heard of this place.
I'm getting to explore some areas I've not seen before. I'm never going to argue.
Do do we make this like the priority that a raven? Look, just getting this straight in my head. A raven has sent us a book, and we're just doing it. I mean, like, there's been weirder things that have happened.
I mean, are we the sort of band that would do something a raven tells us to do?
I mean, absolutely.
Yeah, yeah. You know, just making sure before we like leave and just go. You know what? Yeah, we're gonna go and do it.
I
Are
wouldn't
we all
say
going?
I wouldn't say you're a band that sort of follow a raven's instructions without asking quite a lot of questions, but you know,
We eventually get to the point.
eventually.
So the raven's going to be leading us through a dungeon, which is unusual because normally it's through a raid.
Oh, I mean,
You know.
the raven's fucked off at this point, so.
There was just one bit in the description. You said that ravens were poking at, or was that something else? There was
Oh
something
yeah,
about
no,
ravens.
there were ravens.
In the right
Ravens pecking at the roof of the wagon in the wee hours of the morning.
And the raven brought us the book. Okay.
It's quite a big raven, as ravens
Quite a
go.
big raven. Yeah. All right.
And
well,
ravens are already quite big.
Yes.
In fact, having seen ravens in the wild when I was in the Lake District, ravens are absolutely fucking enormous. Oh my god.
Huge. They are huge.
Big birds.
Yeah, I was literally like, oh my god, that crow's quite big. And then as I got a bit closer, I was like, that crow's like, that's like 3 crows stapled to, oh, that's a raven. Oh my god.
It's 3 crows in a trench
Three
coat.
Ravens.
Yeah,
3 crows in a trench coat.
I'm going to probably sound very weird here, but the only raven I've ever met in the wild is you.
Yeah, the Tower of London is the only place that you can guarantee to see them, obviously. And the Tower of London is very expensive to go and visit. It's very
When I went there as a kid, none of the ravens were there. They all must have
Oh.
known we were coming and all ran off.
Oh, well, they're definitely there now, but it's like 30 quid to get into the Tower of London.
Yeah.
It's like not a cheap thing to do. Anyway, yeah, so you've got to go down here somewhere. You now have a map. But yeah, I mean the choice is yours. I imagine you've got, so you're all back in the you're back in the hearth now, are you?
Yes, with copy of map. So I found it. Found where it is.
Has everybody
You
else
going?
just been sitting and drinking coffee whilst Fizz has been?
Oh,
Yeah,
he
yeah,
seemed
yeah.
so excited to go off and find a map that it seemed rude to not
Yeah.
let him do that. And there
Yeah.
was coffee and bacon, so
Well, exactly.
I trusted that the small one that likes books would do the thing with the books and come back with an
Thing
answer.
the
you know.
books. Okay.
So it's
I've done my job.
So if we head south along the coastway for a while and then head off from there across to the south
So-
of the woods, we
yeah,
should
so-
arrive.
Going off the path. So
Yeah, I mean, obviously the coastway is the main thoroughfare, but there are lots of. I mean, this is, you know, from the Baldur's Gate to the coastway. Baldur's Gate to the Candlekeep along the coastway is 5 days travel. So yeah, that's the very biggest road, but is not at all the only road. So there'll be lots of sort of side paths and stuff, and there's loads of. This map is very high level,
there's a lot of it. A lot of map.
but a lot of map, but not much detail. So yeah, there's loads of little villages and stuff nestled in the wilderness that are just not marked on this map.
Especially if it's one that's been abandoned.
Yeah, I don't know if I can.
I'm happy to go
Well,
adventuring.
Either way, try and get a week's worth of rations together for each of us.
Okay.
Obviously, Juniper has proven to be a very good forager, like myself. I can also hunt as well. I do have something else I can fall back on as well to feed us if it gets desperate.
Can we rent a wagon and some form of livestock? It sounds like it might be a long way, and
Feathercat's got bored of
forever.
walking.
Yeah. These boots are not made for walking.
And you don't want to get them dirty either.
Exactly.
Yeah, obviously there is a smithy and a stables. So you wander around to the stables, and yeah, you've been so helpful. Have you told any of the acolytes about this raven and this book?
I think I probably would have been trying to explain why I wanted to look for it on the map, I'm guessing. Because else that just seems really weird that all of a sudden I've just run up in the morning going, I need a map! Without explaining why.
Yeah, so the acolytes have told you that it's slightly weird because the book was, like, it was in Candlekeep. It was in the collection.
So this raven's broken in.
Yeah, the acolytes are quite confused about they don't have birds breaking into Candlekeep. Like, there are literally like wards and stuff to prevent that happening. They don't, generally speaking, have people have anything of any description breaking into Candlekeep to steal books to deliver them to people. But they're kind of intrigued. So the book's been in the collection for a while. Nobody's been interested. They don't often have bands of adventurers that want to go adventuring in Candlekeep. They mostly have scholars. So nobody has taken up the challenge. So they're very happy to lend you like a mule and a wagon. They like it back, preferably in one piece, if at all possible. But yeah, they lend you.
Mules often work best in one piece.
Yeah. Generally work best in one. If they work at all.
Pack mules are not great.
No, if they work at all. Oh God, sorry.
Maybe then the way forward with this is that we ask for a copy of the map, but give them back the book.
Yeah.
And get a copy of the book too, because you know.
You never know, but they get the original, the one that the Raven bought us, so that way they've still got it.
Yeah, that's definitely that's definitely acceptable to the acolyte. Sorry, I was just reminded when I was talking about mules. I went to see Dino this morning, and he followed me. I went to see him, and he's in a field at the moment. It's next to the footpath that is how I walk to the yard. And so I saw Dino, and then I was walking back up the footpath, and so he walked up the hill on his side of the fence next to me. And when we got to the top of the hill, he forgot how to go back down the hill to his friends.
Oh.
So as he was walking up the hill, his friends were making really confused little like, why, dude, there's grass down here. Like, what, dude? Why are you going up there? So then he was standing at the top of the hill, like shouting in like panicked, oh my God, where is everybody? Like proper full on, like, oh my God, I don't know where everybody is. And his friends were at the bottom of the hill, and they were like, dude, we're right here. We're right here. We're right here. And he couldn't work out how to go back down the hill. Took him like apparently it took him like half an hour to work out how to run back down the hill again. So good luck with the mule. Yeah. You make a copy of the book. You give the book back to the library. You make a copy of the map. You've got your
Can we
provisions.
swap the mule for an ox?
No, they've only got a mule.
Oh. What if I ask really nicely?
The mule's called Dave.
Oh.
Alright, we'll take Dave. I will guard Dave with my life.
Yeah, don't let him die. We don't want you making an ass of yourself.
Oh no.
Sorry, Anne.
Sorry, Anne.
But I've resisted all the which way jokes. I've got to do. I had to do that one. I'm sorry.
Dave keeps nuzzling into keeps shoving your armor as you're tacking him up. Are you tacking him up? You're probably not tacking him up.
No. I'm the person, the acolyte / person that is there is obviously doing that because evidently Bedica doesn't know how to do that.
Okay.
Dave obviously has come attached to you.
The acolyte's like, this is a multiple day travel, so does anybody know how to do mules? You can't leave the mule in the thing the whole time, right? The acolyte's looking really concerned now. You can't just leave it. He has to have time off. He's unionized, right?
He's one of those Blackpool donkeys, is he?
I do have some animal handling skills,
Brilliant.
so
Roll me some animal handling. Let's see how Dave likes you.
how about a 20?
Dave likes you a lot.
Not a critical. That was with the bonus, but
That's fine. Dave likes you. Dave likes you loads. Dave is having a good nuzzle around your cloak and trying to see if you're holding on to any carrots or any apples or anything that mules might like to eat.
nothing at the moment. But I'll find you something on the road.
Dave looks very pleased.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I've got to make a note of that. Big new NPC for the party.
Yeah. Dave. Yeah.
Dave the Mule.
Dave the mule.
Stories will be told about Dave.
The
Good
mighty
solid,
Dave.
good solid mule name, that, Dave.
Dave. Yeah.
Dave.
You can always trust a mule called Dave.
Exactly.
I mean, you can trust. Well, no, actually, you can't trust mules in general.
No, not all of them, but one called Dave, you're fine.
Yeah,
Is there one
Dave.
called Kevin as well? And like all
You
sorts
want
of
to watch
other
out for
names?
Kevin.
I don't know, but
watch
I've
out
already,
for Kev.
I will warn you now. There's a quote going to be coming in some point during this.
So Kev's the bitey one.
Yeah.
You've
No, he's the
only
stroppy
got-
one. He's a bit of a teenager.
Oh,
Kev thinks he's a chihuahua, that's the problem.
He's got big
Little-
mule syndrome.
Yeah,
Little
little
mule
mule
syndrome.
Half Shetland, that's his problem.
Hello, Merlin. Nice to see you. Right.
Ellen.
What do, pals?
Right.
Have we got all our supplies on the wagon, everyone? Wagon might be a generous term, but you know.
Yeah, it's kind of a. I mean, it's a mule and a cart. There's
Yeah.
probably enough room for like 2 of you at a time to sit on the cart. I mean, I guess the 2 gnomes probably count as one other person, so you can have like the 2 gnomes plus 1 person.
Why do I get the feeling I know who that person will be?
Some
The
some
one
of
that's
you-
already complained about walking.
So yeah,
It'll be Sasha because they've got short legs.
Yep. I can keep up.
I'm quite happy walking, so.
you can take it in turns.
That sounds fair.
If the worst comes to worst, one of the gnomes can sit on Dave's back.
Have you asked Dave about that?
So by the sounds of it, Dave's got a bad stomach problem. The way he was making a noise then.
Yeah, he's got the rumblies.
Yeah. You might not want to be down tail of him.
You probably need to roll some convincing animal handling if you want to sit on Dave. I wouldn't.
Yeah. I'm not doing it.
He might buck, so
Yeah.
Kangaroo.
Yeah. Are you off? Are you? What are we? What are we
yeah,
doing?
why not? Why not?
Said southwards for a day until we're sort of past the level of the southern part of the woods, and then we can start breaking east from there.
Yeah. So it's probably quite autumnal. It's probably around sort of like a September, September should be, not like this September that the UK is currently experiencing has been. It's going to be 27 degrees on Saturday.
I was about to say, so it's raining on one hand, it's thunderstorm on the other, there's sun under your legs.
Yeah, it's very strange. So yes, it's like a September should be. So it's quite crisp and it's quite cool, and the leaves are beginning to fall. And yeah, you have a pretty easy day's journey south. Probably want to pitch up, like somewhere just sort of off the road a little bit, maybe before you're heading east.
Make sure it's somewhere that Dave can, eat properly. We'll find him some root vegetables somewhere as well while foraging.
Perfect. So you passed a very uneventful night. Nothing exciting happens. Dave has a little nap.
Oh,
All you can hear is Dave snoring in the background.
Yeah, basically. Following morning, roll me some animal handling for attacking Dave back up.
Oh, that rolled off a crit to a bloody 4.
Okay, so Gary and Dave get themselves very tangled up. Would somebody like to assist Galray and Dave?
yeah,
There's
yeah.
weird.
Dave,
Weird
Will you
mod-
move the leg?
weird
12.
weird sort
Does
of.
my 12 help?
I mean, it's getting there.
Oh.
It's getting there. There's quite a lot of bondage mule going on right now. The straps are.
No.
Well, at the moment, I'm wearing the harness. Dave's in the wagon.
Will a 14 help?
Yeah, Galray, I think Vedi might be able to help you with that if that's a thing.
No, I'll leave him dealing with the ass.
All right. Yeah, 14 is also helpful. So it takes you a little while to get going in the morning because it takes you a while to untangle Dave and Galray, and get all the straps in the right direction.
Oh, these dice hate me.
Dave is very confused. It doesn't really understand what's
He
going
just
on.
woke up on the wrong side.
He's not got angry, which is good because meals do that. But he's just like.
He's probably too busy laughing.
He's kind of laughing and he's kind of looking at you like, fucking hell, they've left me with some fucking amateurs, man. He looks quite resigned to his fate. But yeah, it takes you a couple of hours, but you untangle each other and him, and you're off.
Can you put digital dice in jail? I think I might need to with these ones.
You refresh the page.
Yeah, refresh the page.
Yeah.
Get some new ones. So you trek out east, and after 6 or so hours, you arrive. You start arriving. I don't have an icon for Dave. I didn't know that Dave was going to be a thing.
Just put a star, because you know he's going to be the MVP of the program.
Well, yeah, I don't have anything that'll stand in for Dave. Oh, there you go. This is Dave. Dave's not really a mimic, but there you go.
The attitude of one.
Run!
Yeah.
Has anyone checked this?
I assure you, Dave is not really a mimic. But yeah. So as you start coming, you can start seeing some abandoned buildings.
Did we see whatever the hand and lamb or anything is on the way past?
No, that looks like it's going to be beyond where you are at the moment from your map. So this is the first point on your map.
Had we passed any signs or any old markers that suggested that this definitely is which way?
I mean, it's a small hamlet that's abandoned, which is what you were led to sort of believe
was going to be
to be the thing. You haven't seen any other small hamlets. You think you're in the right place?
And the map, sort of, the ones that we found in the old maps say this is where it is.
Yep.
Can I make a suggestion? Let's move Dave off to one side
Oh, okay. You're gonna
and
leave,
investigate. Let's go and investigate the ruins first.
Okay, so we're gonna leave Dave up
Just
here,
in
right?
case.
With
Yeah.
the cart, so he's safe.
We've slung his
Yeah.
reins over a tree branch or something.
I'll let somebody else do that.
I can't reach.
Yeah, you're going to have to do it because we're not tall enough.
Hang on. Yeah, I can't do that either.
Oh dear. Okay. All right. Well,
Dave, will you please stay here?
Dave's eating now, and you've let him start walking. He's just munching. So yeah,
He's quite content now.
he's probably gonna be fine.
All right then.
Probably a bit worries me.
Let's have an explore around this.
You should have control of your characters.
This looks like an old, the shape of a house or a big
Dun, dun, dun,
building
dun.
or something. I assume.
Yeah.
I love the fact we're all going tactical. It's like, you check this building, I'll move over here and check that one. You know?
So it has a very abandoned look to it. It's quite overgrown. As you're coming south, you can begin to hear some noises.
Can I ask a technical question about the map?
Yeah, you can.
Is there any way for me to move the map up on my screen? Because I can
yeah.
either have a really small map or just see the top half of the map.
Okay, so if you hold down your right mouse button
Thank you.
And
Oh my
your-
god, it's been
and
pissing me off.
Your scroll wheel should zoom in and out. So scroll
Yes,
wheel,
yes, yes.
zoom in and out, and then hold down your right mouse button and you can shift it all around.
Thank you.
No, that's okay. We're still learning Foundry.
Where do the noises seem to be coming from?
They're coming from south for sure.
What sort of noises are they?
Sort of shouting noises, but not.
Can I stealth my way down to the edge of this building? I'm moving myself down there manually, but I'm going to use stealth to get down there.
Okay, roll me
So I
some
can
stealth.
sort of see what. It's just so I can see what's further down the path.
Roll me some stealth.
Please tell me this is going to be a decent roll. Oh, fuck.
What is it? You rolled a 1.
A natural 1,
Oh.
which with my +5 gives me 6. I am giving up on D&D Beyond Dice.
Okay. Well, you sort of trip over your own feet, and as you fall over, you go ow. But happily, you all sort of freeze, and it doesn't seem like the sources of the noise have heard you.
I'm going physical from now.
I mean,
I'm going to pick up some of these rocks just in case I need them for something
there's
later.
plenty of loose rocks around.
Fantastic.
Oh,
We're all sort of heading down.
you're all sort of heading down.
Yeah.
The noises are getting louder. They seem to be coming from around this. I think you can all see this. There's a building, sort of, as we're looking at the map down to your left, like an L-shaped building. I think you can all see. The noises seem to be coming from the other side of the building.
At least if they're shouting, they're
Gather up, guys.
huge-ish.
Well, you don't. I mean, roll me a perception.
Well,
roll me,
we say shouting, they're not.
roll some perception.
God, we
Doing a percep. Let's have a look.
Oh, I actually went digital dice and actually managed to get an 18. That
Oh,
Hey,
nice.
I got a 14.
Okay. Any
I got
advance?
8.
Okay. Any advance on an 18?
I think that's the best we got.
Okay. They actually sound like goblins, and they're shouting.
Oh, no.
would be.
They're shouting. They're shouting something about a pig. You can hear pigs squealing, and they're shouting, "Get it! Get it! Get it! No! What are you doing? Get it! No! That one!"
Notching a bow.
I say I'm going to hide behind one of these walls that are there.
I'm going to try and walk without letting my armor clink quite as much.
Roll me a stealth.
Do it. The first roll was 17. Let's disadvantage that. Yeah, that's a 9.
Okay. I mean, you're trying your best.
Roll better
Your
get
armor
evidence.
probably isn't helping.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh shit. Cobwebs.
So I think probably Vedikat, from where you're standing, I think you should be able to see a couple of goblins wandering around. Like there's a pig and there's these 2 goblins and they're running sort of around this well here.
Yeah, there's. Oh, they're not goblins.
You can also see some bugbears.
Hmm. I'm just gonna just step backwards a smidgy bit.
So,
And go to Juniper next. I'll put my hand down just to stop Juniper moving any further
Yeah.
forward.
I've
The-
been
just go-
creeping forwards.
And just
but,
be like,
shh.
The building I'm next to, I'm in on the right hand side. Is there an upper floor, or is that part of the roof we can see that's broken?
no, there's no upper floor. It's just a broken roof.
Would
But
you
I'm-
like
I'm just wondering if there's no window there, is there? Damn it! I was
No.
hoping I could get I was hoping I could get a line of sight from the building.
Nope. I put all of the walls in, so if there was a window, you could see it.
I was hoping I could go tactical there.
What was this? Sorry, what was the sound that of the thing that they were chasing?
Pigs. They're chasing
Pigs.
they're chasing some wild boar. They're trying to catch a pig. It's like you're in freehold.
Right.
I'm tempted.
The pig! Catch the pig!
Catch the pig!
Catch the pig!
I was tempted to try and maybe make an illusion of making a massive boar sound and try and scare them off. What do we think? Whether I should try it or just see what happens?
If you're going to do it, can I suggest do it to the other side of the building we're next to,
Yeah, I was gonna.
so we can try and scare them south?
Okay, I'll do it. I'm gonna cast minor illusion to make a wild boar sound coming from the other side of the building they are in, from where we are.
So you
over
mean sort of
this sort of area.
Yeah, okay, I see where
Over-
your
yeah.
I see where your thing is. Okay. Yep, give it a go. Do you need to roll anything for that, or is that a thing that just happens because it's a cantrip?
I think it's them have to roll, isn't it?
I think it just happens.
I think it just
Says
happens.
you
doesn't it,
create a
manually?
sound, yeah. Sound continues throughout the duration. I'm not creating an image or an object, and it says about creatures having to use actions to examine, and then they have to can determine if it's an illusion with an investigation check. They
Okay.
have to beat my number with that.
Okay, what's your investigation?
My saving DC for spells is 13.
So goblin number 1 just rolled a 16.
Oh crap! Didn't work.
Goblin number 2 also rolled a 16.
Oh my god!
Hyper
And
intelligent
the-
goblins.
And a bugbear that you hadn't seen that was asleep
Is now awake. Great.
rolled a 20.
Oh my god. Okay. Well, I tried.
Raven's got my dice rolls tonight.
Okay. Now, obviously, they are now on alert, but they're not. That wouldn't have told them where you are, but they've stopped chasing the pig. The pig has run off into the woods. They now know that somebody is somewhere. So I guess we should probably roll for initiative.
I have a spell I could cast.
Okay.
I could save it maybe. I can try and disguise myself as one of them. Or do we just not? Or I've had my luck of the draw, and I'm not going to risk it anymore.
Are they? Aren't even if you look like one of them, are they not going to suddenly realise there's an extra one of them?
Yeah,
They seem quite perceptive. With
Yeah, they
goblins.
seem. Yeah, considering that if they can see through that, and I won't. Yeah, you're right. Okay, fair enough.
I will give you a surprise round on them. Because they're obviously not. They don't know where you. They know there's something here, but they don't know.
Ugh.
They don't know where.
Okay. Well, it's fitting because I rolled a 20 for initiative.
You rolled a 20 for initiative. All right. Let's
I'm on 9.
select all of these people. Let's roll up some combat. Okay, so you. Oops. Yep. That was a 20. Galray, you're on a 9.
Yeah, and my map's just gone just to a black screen. Just the map. Like, everything else is there. All the UI's there. The map's gone black.
Oh, weird. Vedikath, what's your initiative?
4.
4. Okay. Vedikath's asleep. Juniper, what's your initiative?
Mine was. Hold on. 8.
8. Okay. Probably these people.
No. Oh
You
no.
and you are in the initiative order, and
Oh,
You are not. However, you can have a. Is your map come back yet?
Yes, I had to reload it, but
Yeah. Okay. You can have a surprise round on them before they properly wake up. Fizz, you rolled 20, so it's
Okay.
It's your first go.
Which ones can I see from where I am?
Well, so your sight lines are determined by the
Because I kind of want to be able to just peek my head round the corner without going into that square, if that makes sense.
Yeah, you can probably do that. So the people who are inside the building have yet to realise that anything is occurring.
Okay. Whichever one is the closest one to us, I want to cast Tasha's hideous laughter on it. So they just start laughing hilariously about the fact that this pig has just run off. So it just target succeeds on a wisdom saving throw or fail or falls prone, becoming incapacitated and unable to stand up.
So I don't think the people inside the house are in the initiative order yet because they don't know there's anything going on. So you've got probably this bugbear on the outside. Do you need to be able to see the target?
A creature of your choice that you can see within range.
You can
proceed.
see.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna have to.
I'm gonna have to.
So you're gonna have to move so you can see someone.
Okay, so where?
Obviously, you can bring the people inside the house into the initiative order if you wish to do so.
Oh dear. Kind of was banking on that to be the plan. I'm sorry, just give me a second. No, I think I'm just gonna stay where I am and wait, and then.
Okay.
Then as soon as I can see one, we'll do that.
Okay. Galray.
Right. Can I stealth my way to the tree?
You can try.
Try stealthing.
Roll me some stealth.
Using a manual dice this time. That's slightly better. That's a 19.
Yeah, absolutely. You can stealth your way to the tree.
So I'm sort of hiding behind the tree.
Okay.
So using it for cover.
Yep. So you should be able to see. You can see most people.
2 goblins and 3 bugbears. I'm gonna notch a arrow, but I'm gonna hold my action to see what the others do. So, once they've acted, I can then fire in if need as well.
So you're undercover.
Yep.
Juniper.
Okay. And it's is it 30 meters we can move per, and each of one of these boxes is 5, is that right?
30 feet.
30
feet.
feet.
You can also use the measurement tools. So if you click measure, and then you can just it'll draw you a little a circle or a thing.
Can I
or a
just?
straight line.
I want to just move into the shrubbery, just so I can get a better eye on what's going on.
Over to where Galray is.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that. Are you trying to sneak, or are you just?
I shall do it in a sneaky fashion. Oh, I haven't got anything in sneaky, but let's see how sneaky I can be.
Let's see how sneaky you can be.
I am 10 lots of sneaky.
Yeah, you are sneaky enough.
And I'm just going, I've snuck over and gone,
Can we read it on your face?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just looking back at the others with like an expression of like, ooh, oh dear.
While at the same time, I'm holding up a hand with 5 fingers.
Oh, okay. Right.
Okay.
I'm mostly just shaking my head and I'm like, oh no.
Sasha.
I am also going to do a sneaky and
Excellent.
move here.
What was your sneaky?
7. So not actually a sneaky.
Yeah, that's that might not be quite sneaky enough.
Oh no.
So as you do that, maybe you kick a stone, maybe your armor clanks slightly, maybe you but these no. Draw Z. get these rid. No. Move tokens. Everybody turns around to look at you, or everybody. So the goblin. Everybody's attention is now in your corner.
Hello.
They're looking at you. Are you gonna hit them, or are you gonna wait?
So is this the logic that like goblins bad and we kill them, or is it the more nuanced D&D?
It can be. I mean, I don't.
Are they neutral Are they neutral faction goblins?
They
Yeah,
neutral
basically.
faction goblins. Yeah. Yeah. You could certainly have a conversation with them.
Yeah, I would. Sasha would do that
Okay.
instead of just murdering them.
I'm just gonna whisper over. It's like, you're looking for a big pig. Thumbs up. And the sound I made earlier, the illusion, it's like my pig. It's gone.
So the goblins have their weapons drawn, but they're like, "Where do you come from? What do you want?"
I'm just passing through this quite abandoned hamlet thingy. I mean, you know how I'm just a passerby.
You can't have our pigs.
I do not interested in your pigs. I have my own supplies for me.
Hmm.
But good, cool pig. I hope you'll get it.
We might. I don't know if we're allowed to let people come through here.
Oh, are you some sort of a god authority?
Yeah, this is our village. This is our village. Cracks the guard. And the goblin gestures to the bugbear that's on the outside. And the bugbear's like, "Yeah, I'm a guard. I'm a guard. I'm guarding. Probably against people like you. What do you want?"
Just to pass through. Is that possible?
This is our village. I don't know that that's allowed.
Well, did someone ban it for some reason?
Well, it's ours. You can't just walk through other people's things. That's not allowed.
Well, I'm not going to hurt you or do anything with your village. I'm literally just going to walk.
The bugbear shouts, "Intruders!" And some other bugbears appear.
Can I see one of them yet?
I'm now holding up 6 fingers.
Yeah.
7.
You can see
4 large, 2 small.
Not countdown.
You can see. If I click, I think you can see two of the bugbears.
I really want the first one to start falling over and laughing.
What, this one?
The one closest to it. Yeah.
This one.
Yeah, because I've been sort of like waiting to see one.
Okay.
So-
You can definitely see them. So if you wish to cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter,
would
I will
love
let you
to.
do so.
Thank you. I would love. Needs to do a wisdom save.
Oh dear. What is?
The number to beat is 13.
Yeah. She failed.
Oh, so then off we go to the laughter town. Off you go.
Okay, so this bugbear is incapacitated with laughter.
No.
Everybody is now in initiative, and
Ooh.
and I'm not being funny, but these bugbears just rolled really good initiative.
Yeah.
They were really on alert.
Well, yeah, they're really, really awake. So diplomacy didn't go so well, partly because of your gnome friend.
Sorry.
Vediketh, you are the last person in the sort of surprise round.
I
So,
am still
ignoring
holding my action as well, by the way.
Let's see what
Ignoring
Vediketh
the,
wants to do. And then we'll
bugbear that is having some kind of humorous episode. Predicate. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh, yeah, fix that. No, I've picked the wrong button, that's why.
Yeah,
Hang on.
that's a measuring button. Click a token button. Yep.
Yeah, there we go. Predicate is gonna come. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, that's fine.
Let's stand there.
Okay. So the bugbear that's
And,
immediately in front of you is the one that's having its laughter fit.
Yeah. And then it was a wisdom save, you said, Robbie, for your
Yes, for that one specifically.
lovely. So firstly, I will do a bonus action. This is one of the new things that Kath has learned from his book. He will lock eyes with the middle of the 3
Okay.
bugbears. And speaking a language that is, maybe different to what he normally does. He'll utter the words maledictum sapiente. And the bugbear is hexed
Oh.
on its wisdom stat
Oh.
ability.
Oh. Does that mean it rolls at disadvantage?
Yes, when it rolls for a wisdom save.
Okay.
And it also means that I inflict bonus damage on it if I hit it with an attack.
Okay.
And on that note,
Perfect. Gary, you were holding an action.
Does it look as though they are going to attack us now?
I mean, they've come out. One of them
shouted
is
intruders.
Yeah, well, they've shouted intruders. They've come out. One of them is afflicted with Tasha's hideous laughter. It seems
Fair enough.
unlikely that the bugbears are going to be like, "That's cool." I mean,
In that case, we might as well talk in the way of our people. The one close, the middle one of the 3 bugbears.
the one that was just hexed.
Yep, I'm going to take a shot at that one.
Okay.
Oh, let's use the dice. What's the worst that can happen?
Never say that in front of your DM.
25.
Yeah. Okay, that hits. Roll me some damage.
Right, that's 9 points of damage.
Okay.
I am then invoking Hordebreaker and shooting the one beside it, because I can shoot another creature within 5 foot of the previous target at the same time,
Okay.
which is 17.
Yes, that hits.
Oh, hold on, ignore that dice. That was the wrong dice. I'll go with the lowest one, which was 9.
Okay.
I just wasted a crit there by clicking the wrong dice on the beyond.
All right. Okay. So we are. At...
So just to interrupt briefly, I still have
Okay.
an actual action.
Oh, okay.
So-
Sorry.
So I would like to hit the hexed bugbear
Yep.
with my flail +1,
Okay.
which is a 24 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
For 12 plus 12 bludgeoning and 5 necrotic damage, so 17 altogether.
Ooh, okay. This bugbear is looking extremely unwell. It is not having a good day.
For my bonus action, I'm going to try and hide,
Okay.
which failed completely. Actually, no, it didn't. I got a 14, so I'm trying to hide back behind the tree again so they can't see me.
Yeah. All right. That's fine. Okay, so the bugbear, this middle bugbear is having it's literally just walked out of a building. Its friend has fallen over in hysterical fits of laughter for some reason, and then like an arrow and a flail have just smacked it in the face, and it's like holy fucking shit. It's like, what the fuck? And its other friend next to it has also been hit by an arrow, and everyone's just like, whoa, shit. Okay. So, we are going back to the top of the order, and this little friend over here, this little goblin friend, is gonna do whatever goblins do, which from here is probably hit something with a flippin' short bow. It's gonna aim at Vedikath, since Vedikath seems to be quite dangerous. Plus what hit? Okay. Oh, it rolled a fucking natural 1. It did not hit you.
That's very much not hit me.
It
Correct.
freaked out. It freaked out, and it did not hit you. However, next up in the order is our friend who's suffering from Tasha's hideous laughter. Does she have an option on a saving throw?
For hideous laughter.
Yeah.
At the end of each of its turns, and each time it takes damage, it says the target can make another wisdom saving throw. The target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or fall prone, being incapacitated or unable to stand up for the duration of the spell.
Okay.
So, end of turn, they can try and get out of it.
Well, end of her turn, she tried, she failed. She's still laughing hysterically.
Still laughing then.
This bugbear in the middle, who has had a very, very bad time, is now going to try and run away because it's not very clever, which does mean it's going to invoke an opportunity attack.
Oh. So I do a little roll then.
Yeah, Vedikath.
That's another 24 to hit.
Okay.
Blimey.
You said I was dangerous.
And it is going to get hit for 12 damage again.
Yeah, it's
Plus.
dead. It's dead.
Plus.
It's
Plus.
dead. It's dead.
Yeah,
It's
another
dead.
15.
Yeah, you smack it with your flail as it's going past, and it's now dead. Its friends are looking very wary and maybe reconsidering their life choices. Fizz, you're up.
Hello. So I picked up some rocks earlier.
You did.
I would like to cast Catapult at first level.
Okay.
And hurl the rocks at the third one, the one that isn't laughing, round the corner.
This one.
Yeah, this one.
Okay.
So they need to do they must do a dex saving throw.
Oh, I bet
And
these
the
things.
number is
I bet these
13.
Bet these things are super dexterous. Well, it rolled a 3 plus 2 is 5. That's not
Okay.
gonna do it.
Great.
Great.
So that's 3 d8s of bludgeoning
Oh,
damage with some
fucking hell.
rocks.
Okay.
And this is why things get fun.
13 damage with some stones thrown at it. It was just
13
metal.
damage. Okay.
Imagine
It's-
these tiny little rocks just being shot out, like from a gun being fired. You'll get the idea of what's going on.
Yeah, so this poor bugbear is uncertain where this has come from because you're slightly around a corner, although he is in, your eye line. Yeah, this bugbear is also now having a very bad day, and its friend just got killed. It's freaking out. Galray.
Right. I am going to take a shot at the furthest bugbear.
Okay.
Before I take my shot, though, I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark on it,
Okay.
which just confirming. Make sure there's no.
1d4 to hit or something, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's extra 1d6 damage
Yeah.
as long as I keep my concentration.
Yeah.
So
I don't
I was just
think
checking in case I had to actually target it, but I don't.
No,
So
I think it just happens.
yeah. So I get a nice extra 1d. Actually, hold on. Better put there that I've used one of my spells.
Yes.
So that's a 22 to hit.
That'll do it.
That is 5 points of damage plus 10 points of damage in total.
Okay.
It's poor guys. It's poor guys.
Yeah, they're quite confused. Juniper, you're up.
Hello. I would like to try and do a bit of control on, because there's lots of friends. I thought I might throw out some spike growth.
Okay, where are you going to put your spike growth?
So, so it's a 20-foot radius centered on a point within range. So I was going to, I was going to center it on the goblin that's above the well.
Okay, so if you use the measurement tool and select the circle, you should just be able to put the click and where you want the middle to be, and then hold it and drag out 20 feet.
Okay, hold on. Measuring device.
So
Measuring
on the
distance.
left-hand side, yep.
Oh
You want
dear.
the circle-shaped one.
Why is it not giving me a circle?
Is it not?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
well,
hold on. Is that one going to give me a circle? Yep. Right, create, click and drag. Okay. Click. Drag. Not doing that for me.
Oh, no, let me do it for you. There you go.
Thank you.
20 foot, like that.
Yep. Yep.
What happens to all of the people?
So, the area, the ground in a 21st radius centered on a point within range twists and sprouts hard spikes and thorns.
Grim.
The area becomes difficult terrain for the duration.
Great.
When a creature moves into or within the area, it takes 2d4 piercing damage for every 5 feet it travels.
Okay.
And also the ground is camouflaged, so it doesn't look like anything's happened.
Okay.
Any creature that can't see the area at the time the spell is cast must make a wisdom perception check against my spell save DC to recognise the terrain as hazardous before entering.
What about people? So does people take damage if they're in it when you cast it?
When a creature moves into or within the area, so when they move.
Or when they move? Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't
It
say
sounds
as they
like
cast.
it's like caltrops then by the
Yeah,
sounds of it.
exactly. Exactly. Okay.
Druidy ones.
Okay. Any other actions from Juniper?
Oh, hold on, I have got this as well.
Have you got a bonus action?
But I've got a cantrip. And
Is
you can
it-
do those at any time, is that right?
No.
Bonus cantrip.
If it's a bonus action, you can do it if it's a bonus action. You get one action and one bonus action. And some
Okay.
movement per turn.
Okay. No, I think I'm too far away. Actually, no.
Okay.
Fine. I'm quite happy. I'm going to stay in the bushes and admire my work.
Okay. This Cranky, this is what this goblin's called, is freaking out a bit. But he is going to try to hit Vedeketh with his short bow. Again. Because it went so well last time.
Just as you get back here, have an hour.
16 plus 4 is 20 to hit.
That's great hit, yep.
Okay, 1d6. So he does 6 damage to you, Vedeketh.
Ooh. Brave little gobbo.
Yeah. It keeps nervously looking at the bugbears, like it's...
Save us.
Yeah, exactly. Nervously looking at the bugbears, but he's done his little best with his little scimitar. With his little short bow. He also has a scimitar. He's not using that from this distance.
You'll say, wow, how big is that scimitar?
Yeah, sorry, Sasha.
Lobs it. Ugh.
Sasha, what are we doing?
I'll move here
Okay.
and smack this one with my warhead.
Okay.
Oh wow.
As it's incapacitated, does Sasha get advantage
I
though?
think she probably should. She's also prone, so
Yeah.
yeah, probably should get advantage.
13 to hit.
Oh, with advantage?
Uh-huh.
Oh, you missed it.
Uh-huh. Anyway, I also shout to the goblins. Hey, if you're following the bugbears, they're not very smart. You can just run away. That might be better for you and your life.
Just life. Just
and
your
your
life.
life in general. The goblins do look very uncertain about what is going on here. Veliketh, it is your turn.
Okie the dokie. Right. There's the goblin at the back that tried to shoot me, wasn't it?
The one that
That
successfully
did shoot me. Yeah.
The
Yeah.
one
Yeah,
that was
yeah,
successful was the one in the middle.
Oh, the one in the middle.
The one that's
Even
closest
better.
to you. They both tried to shoot you, but the one
Oh.
next to the well is the one that was successful.
As a bonus action, I am allowed to replace my hex
Okay.
at no cost, just the
Okay.
action cost.
All right.
So I will recast it on
Okay.
the little goblin in the middle.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean it's wisdom, whatever. Yeah. And because he's quite far away, I am going to, in fact, no, definitely on his wisdom, because I am going to cast on him Toll the Dead.
Oh.
He needs to make a wisdom save at 13
Oh.
DC.
Uh-oh. He doesn't have much wisdom.
At disadvantage.
Oh. Okay. Well, that was a 6, so this isn't going to work. A 6 and a 9. Neither of those would have worked.
So that little goblin will take 5 points of necrotic damage.
Yeah, he is feeling unwell.
Oh wait, he's hexed. That's another 2 points.
Oh, he's dead. He's dead.
Oh,
He's dead, Dave.
He's having a very bad day.
No,
You do
don't bring
realise I was
Dave
gonna-
into it. We've left Dave like up in the
Yeah.
shrubbery.
Still, a joke. I'm going to go back and tell him. Don't worry, they're all dead, Dave.
William
Everybody's dead,
writing
Dave.
Dave a note. Don't worry.
Okay. Great. Yeah. So he's dead. All right. Back at the top of the order, the other goblin, sensing that this isn't going to go in his direction, attempts to flee.
That's going to hurt him.
Yeah. So he So it's how much for every 5 feet?
It's 2d4 piercing damage for every 5 feet it travels.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
That's
going to
quite
travel at least 2. It's going to travel at least 10 feet. There's no way it can get. Like, I think it's going to travel 10 feet. So, do you want to roll me 2 sets of 2d4?
2d4.
I'll let you roll the damage.
Can I do that in D&D Beyond?
Yeah, so if you click on the little red icon in the bottom left,
Yeah.
that's like a D20.
Ah,
On the D4,
thank
you
you.
can, just click it 4 times, it'll roll all 4 for you.
2, 3, 4. Ah, thank you very much. There
Right.
we go.
How much was that?
6.
Okay. It's hanging in there, but it's having a really bad day. So yeah, it's gonna try and that takes it its full movement. It's on the verge of fleeing, but it's now having a very bad time. Madam Hideous Laughter. She rolled a 12. That's not enough, is it?
that's still laughing. I'm
Nope,
afraid.
she's still incapacitated and prone. Fizz, you're up.
Yeah, I'm gonna chuck some more rocks at the one, the back one. that
This
I
one?
can see.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one. Deck save, please.
Oh god, 3. But I don't know what that plus was, but that's not gonna help us.
That's
No.
not
They
gonna
used to their best rolls on
That's
their
gonna do
initiative.
it. I'm gonna do it through D&D Beyond, if that's all right. D8. There we go. That's how much.
How much is that?
16.
16. Yeah, that's dead.
Nice.
Almost
That's
everybody's dead,
that one.
Dave.
Yeah, there you go. That one's also dead. Okay. Next in the order is this chap. Yeah. What would he like to do? He would probably at this point, quite like to try and flee
Oh, shame.
because he's not clever.
Which
So-
way is he going to run?
Well,
It's going to hurt whichever way he goes.
Yeah, exactly. And the obvious place for him to run, in fairness, is south, because that's
away from us.
Yeah, exactly. That's the escape, isn't it? So he's probably going to go. He's probably going to try and run his full 30 feet.
Oh,
That's at least 5 squares.
6 squares, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, he
So-
can't.
Yeah, possibly 6. Yeah, it's
6.
going to be 6 because of the way the circle is.
Well, yeah, I think it's going to be 6. It's going to be 6, yeah.
That's 12d4.
Yeah, 12d4.
18.
Yeah, he's dead.
Yay.
yay!
I love my new spell.
I like that spell.
That's a
He
great spell.
placed it perfectly.
Yeah, nicely
Use
used.
it.
Galray, you've got one.
Oh.
You've got one little.
What?
You've got a goblin friend over here, and you've got an uninjured but incapacitated bugbear friend up here.
When that stops laughing, it's going to be the biggest threat, isn't it? It's going to be the bugbear. So, use my bonus action to move my hunter's mark onto that.
Okay.
So, fire. Actually, I get advantage, don't I?
Yeah.
'Cause it's incapacitated.
incapacitated, and it's also prone.
And it made no difference because I rolled 13 on both.
No. Can't hit it with a 13.
Nope.
Just too distracted by it laughing.
Yeah,
It's kind
you
of.
stop moving. I'm trying to shoot
Wiggling
you.
around,
Kind
yeah.
of writhing. It's kind of writhing. Juniper.
Oh.
Shame you can't move those thorns, isn't it?
Now, let me. How far away am I? It's this one that's sort of in the corner,
Yes,
isn't it?
it's this one
Yeah.
that's sort of in the corner. Yeah.
Okay. Oh no, I don't want to do that. So that'll hurt people.
Yes, it is
Um,
flanked by 2 of your party members. So
Yeah, that's like.
no thunderwave at this point. I would recommend.
Well, I was thinking about an ice knife, but that won't go well.
No, those also explode.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sort of.
Vedeketh might not thank you for that.
You'll ruin my hair.
Yeah. Just like.
I've already got an arrow randomly sticking out of me somewhere.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
I am. Maybe I will just move myself in the shrubbery. Because we've still got that goblin at the bottom. So I might move myself so I'm closer to the goblin
Okay.
at the bottom.
You can have 6 squares.
1. Oh! Now it does me a circle. I don't want a circle
Yeah,
now.
now you'll need to reselect.
God. I wanted a circle like 10 minutes. I don't. No, stop it. Stop all the. Stop. Oh. Rude. Now, will you let me do it? No, you won't now. Stop it. Okay, I can't move my character without trying to draw a great big line.
Okay, so
Can
you need
you-
to go back to token control. So on the left-hand side, you need to click at the top
Yeah,
so that you're in
I've
token
clicked on
controls,
token.
and then
Yeah.
select tokens.
Little square,
This
like
little
brackety
square
thing.
brackety thing.
It's right next to the, directly to the right of token.
Yeah,
controls.
I've done that.
And now you should be able to pick up your token.
Thank God for that. Thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. I'm going to stick myself down there.
Okay.
That's what I'm doing.
Okay. Sasha.
Second attempt at hitting the bugbear.
Okay. All right. We're hitting the bugbear again.
Oh wow. It's like the same roll. No, it's even worse.
Oh
11.
no, 11's not going to do it. Wait, was that a disadvantage?
No, that
sorry,
was with
at
advantage.
Sorry. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I rolled 6 and 7.
Oh, your dice
But
hate you.
it's-
I'm sorry to inform you. Your dice hate you.
They're so pretty.
Would you like to do any movement?
No, I'll just stand there and be sad.
Okay. All right. Sasha is standing there being sad. Vedeketh.
Yeah. Just una momento. That's 120 feet on that spell. I think I can cast that. So I'm going to bonus action replace my hex on the goblin.
Oh, goblin friend. I'm
Oh
sorry.
no.
And
That's
then,
right.
this one could be a fun one. I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast.
Oh.
Hey!
If we
Um,
hadn't already guessed what class now.
Yeah.
That's
It's not
20
good.
I'm imagining this is very confusing for your companions.
That's a
Yeah.
22 to hit, by the
Oh
way.
yeah, that's gonna hit. Yeah,
So
that's gonna hit.
the golden, silvery, shiny person has just cast Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter
Yeah.
what you cast. It doesn't matter how much damage it is. Tell me what this looks like, because this is also dead. So describe this to your companions.
Vedeketh is very kind of feeling good about the combat so far. He's, dispatching enemies left, right, and center. The power of his god is flowing through him, and he sees the little goblin over by the woods, and the little clutch of his holy emblem. He raises his other hand, and he points, and then with an open palm, this beam of energy blasts out and splashes into the back of the goblin, paints him up a tree. Little green and red smear.
Oh, just straight
Yeah.
away.
But yeah.
You
Yeah.
just wallpapered the tree, basically.
Yes, the tree is now fertilized with
Okay.
Oh no.
All right. Okay.
because gruesome.
And does it look like holy energy? What does it?
It's maybe a little bit sort of purplish of a
Okay.
beam. A little bit, not glowy and golden and holier than thou.
Okay.
But
All right.
What's Sasha's face right now?
I think
This.
the letters
Just like,
WTF.
what?
Yeah, what the actual heck?
Okay.
Or probably what the actual little hell is happening here.
Okay.
Damn.
Well, we can have that conversation in a minute. At the top of the order, this poor bugbear
Come on then.
is gonna attempt again. Oh, 11. No.
Oh no, you're still on the floor. You're still laughing away. You have no idea what's
Laughing
going on.
away on the floor. Fizz.
Okay, so I'm gonna attempt to cast Ray of Frost at it this time.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's not good. That's a 13.
Not gonna do it.
Nah. Those stones. I was tempted by throwing the stones, but I didn't this time, and I should have.
Okay.
Uh,
Any movement?
Can I bonus action Quilliam?
Yeah, sure.
Can I have Quilliam write a little note on the parchment
You
and
can.
send it off to Juniper?
Okay.
The note says, "What the actual asterisk has just happened." Off Juniper.
We're all
goes.
pretty much having the same reaction here.
All right. We will find out how Juniper reacts to it in just a moment. Gary, you're up.
Move my hunter's mark over, because I can
Okay.
keep doing this for up to an hour, which I'm loving that.
yeah,
Right,
same with
a
hex,
good
it's
shot. Yeah. Oh, 24 to hit.
That's gonna hit.
And that was without using an advantage. So that's 5 plus the d6.
Roll the advantage, you might get a crit.
That is true. So. No, I didn't. So that's 10 points of damage.
All right. Any bonuses? Any movement?
I'll stay where I am.
All right. Juniper, Quilliam has just arrived with a note for you.
Yes, which I'm very pleased about because I turned to Quillian and I'm like, this is what happens when you let blonde boys read books.
Quillian just sort of taps your shoulder I know. I know.
Okay, great.
So yeah, so I'm going to hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, I can from here. So I am going to cast infestation on the bug dude.
Ooh.
Blimey.
I cause a cloud of mites, fleas, and other parasites to appear momentarily on one creature.
Ooh.
The target must succeed on a Constitution saving throw, or it takes 1d6 poison damage and moves 5 feet in a random direction if it can move.
Okay, well, it can't move.
If it can move.
11 plus 1 is 12. What was your DC, sorry? I think you said 13, didn't you? Or am I just looking at a thing that says 13?
Maybe you're looking at a thing. Constitution 12. So,
Okay, so 12. So, succeeded.
oh well.
Does
That was the thing I could do without injuring anybody else.
Okay.
So I might just move a little bit closer as well. I can do
Okay.
that, can't
Yeah,
I?
you can absolutely do that. You can move.
Stuff up here.
Okay. Sasha.
Warhammer to the face.
Warhammer to the face.
Yay!
18.
Yes, you hit it with an 18.
Finally.
Yeah, finally.
And, 5. Bludgeoning.
Okay.
I also look at Reddy and say, "Oh, we are going to have to talk about this brother."
There are words to be had.
Vedikath, it is now your... Unless you've got any bonuses or movement.
Nope.
Okay, Vedikath, it is your turn. Your sister is... your sibling, sorry, is unhappy with you. Or confused with you.
There will be words.
There is a bugbear in hysterical fits of laughter looking increasingly ratty on the floor. And a sea of corpses.
And a sea of victories. Let me think. What shall we do here? So we're just gonna go for a good old hit it in the face job.
Hit it in the face.
Yeah, so that's not gonna hit. So we didn't do that.
Okay.
Somebody else's turn now.
Okay, so the bugbear is going to attempt to
Are we finally going to stand up now?
roll the 2. Nope.
No, absolutely not. Okay then.
Did the
Okay,
bugbear get to roll when it took damage? As well.
Oh yes, it should have rolled when it took damage. Let's give it another
So
roll.
that's 2 more rolls then.
It rolled a 7. 14.
Okay, right. It stood up this time.
Okay.
Stood up and gone out.
Yeah, okay, so the Grishka is no longer affected by Tasha's hideous laughter, but is very confused. Is looking around like, what the fuck just happened? But has no actions or bonus actions or movement, so Fizz, it's your turn.
I was going to say, do they just think, have I just done this? Was this
Well,
me?
they've got 2, like, people wielding sharp weapons in their faces, so...
And they're dead friends.
And they're dead friends, so I don't think they're going to
Arrow
think...
sticking out of her, you know.
I don't think they're going to think that they just did this. I think probably Vedikath and Sasha are the targets that are most likely in view. Anyway, it's your go.
Let's Ray of Frost again.
All right.
Is 23 to hit,
23 hits.
and that is 6 frost damage, and movement is now reduced by 10.
Okay. Sorry, how much damage?
6.
Okay.
This bugbear is having a bad day.
And I'm just staying where I am.
Gowry.
Oh, let's take another shot, shall we? I was so surprised by it getting up, and what happened with Vedikath, I missed.
Okay.
I rolled a 10. I know that's
Yeah, that's not good enough. Juniper.
Still very close to it. I might try and infest it again then.
All right. What was that? Sorry, Constitution saving throw.
Yes, please.
No, that failed. 9 plus 1 is 10.
So it takes 1d6 poison damage and moves 5 feet in a random direction. It can move now, can it?
It can move, yeah.
Okay, so I've got to roll a dice for which direction it moves as well.
Roll some damage
Um,
first.
And the movement doesn't provoke opportunity attacks.
Okay.
And if the direction rolled is blocked,
Lucky
then
for
it
the
doesn't move.
bugbear.
Okay,
Um,
what?
So damage first, 1d6. There's a 4.
Okay.
Then direction. Roll a 4. 2. So it moves. Can't see because the dice is in the way. South. It moves 1 space south.
So it can't.
Okay, can't do that because Vedicast
can't.
is standing there, so that's
There you
fine.
go.
Do you realise if it had gone left or down left, it would have taken damage straight away because of the spikes on the floor as well.
Yeah. Well, that didn't happen. Sasha, unless you've got any bonuses, EJ?
Oh no, that's me done.
Sasha.
Hmm. 12 to hit.
No.
Yeah,
They're quite tough bugbears. They've got quite high AC.
Even when they're laughing on the floor.
Yeah, they're wearing armor. They're quite They're quite tough to hit. Vedicast.
Yeah, no, and I'm going get ready anyway.
That's true.
I'm a bit distracted.
You're distracted. Vedicast.
I will hex the bugbear on its constitution.
Okay.
Then maybe it can get infested next time.
Trying.
And then I will flail at it with my flail
Okay.
for a 25 to hit
That's gonna hit it.
for 7 plus. Oh, that was the wrong dice. Ignore that one.
Yeah, that's all right. Tell
7
me.
plus 3 is 10.
Tell me what this looks like. You've killed it.
So the heavy book bound, metal bound book of the flail head is going to impact with the bugbear's head and just kind of get stuck in it. It's like,
Oh, so like
Oh.
like Shaun of the Dead guy where his head.
yeah.
Lovely.
Okay.
That's delightful. Okay. Well, everything's dead, Dave.
Everything's dead, Dave. So we're going to tell Dave everything's
I'm gonna
dead.
tell Dave it's all right now.
It's all right, Dave. They're all dead, Dave.
Everything is dead. What would people like to do?
I want to get
I'm
more
gonna-
rocks, please.
You're
I'm
go
gonna
get your
retrieve my
rocks?
arrows.
Okay, retrieve your arrow.
I would like to check the bugbears weren't in possession of any stolen goods.
Are you searching all of them and the goblins?
Yeah, why not?
You win 7 gold.
Woo, woo, woo!
I'm gonna go into the building where the others came out of and see if there's anything in there.
No, it doesn't look like these bugbears or these goblins were living a particularly exciting life. We've all been in the abandoned village in Baldur's Gate 3. There's nothing of any use in the thing. It's all a bit squalid, run down.
Is there any water left in the well?
Yeah, there's water in the well. You can
I would like to fill up
refill your canteens.
a canteen. I would like to get some extra for Dave.
Yep.
You can definitely fetch some water.
Dave's going to be so excited. Water and a story.
Water and a story. Yep, you can definitely do that. No worries.
Story and drinks, amazing.
Should we dispose of the bodies out of the way?
Put them in the well after I get the water.
Oh,
Don't put them in the
well.
You've been doing so good on your nature studies. Why do we not put Fizz? Why do we not put bodies in the well?
Poisoned people.
Yes.
Because then Skippy comes to rescue them and they're already dead and it makes Skippy sad.
If
There
we
you
put them in
go.
the building I've just gone over to, we can stick them in there. They're off the site. No one can see them in there. They're not going to scare Dave as we pull Dave through the
Oh,
place.
that's a good point. Don't want to scare.
I want to
Dave.
scare.
Stacking all of our dead friends up over here. Okay.
I mean, hopefully there might be a chest
Probably
and you
carnivorous anyway.
I'm hoping there's a chest and you can just put them all in a chest. Not that that's what I've been recently doing in Baldur's Gate. What bodies? As I stick them all in a
You've been
chest.
putting the
No.
bodies in a chest.
Yeah,
I like to put them in wardrobes.
if I kill
At the moment, Baghdad, nearly every hay bale has got bodies in it.
Just prop them up in a wardrobe and then open the door.
And then when people say there's been a murder, I'm like, what murder? Oh, I know there's some blood on the floor, but like, are there any bodies? No.
That was from my nose,
Okay.
right? That was my nose.
It is. It's moving towards dusk. So you had almost a day's travel. You'd been traveling for 6-8 hours before you got here. So it's now getting a bit kind of dusk-like. Now you've dispatched these
I would like
bugbears.
to start a nice
I've
little
got-
campfire or
Oh,
something.
is one of these buildings sort of semi-defensible?
I mean, the building that the bugbear was in, you can see which buildings have got roofs and which haven't. So this sort of central building that they were in is probably your best. Or there's less roof over on the right-hand side. But you know, this
But
isn't
I'd like to start a little fire in the corner.
Okay. Are we bringing Dave down?
Yeah, we will
Dave's
bring.
having-
Yeah.
Dave's
I'm
gonna
going
have
to
it.
get Dave.
Let me go fetch
Do we
Dave.
need to do a check to see if Dave comes with us?
I'm going to assume since Candlekeep gave you Dave
He's-
that that Dave's fine. I'm gonna.
He's pretty fine with it.
Yeah,
Hey.
Dave's here. There you go. Dave is here.
So, Veddy, anything you want to tell us?
Gather round the campfire.
No. What do you mean?
If you...
I know nothing about divine energy, so I'm
Yeah.
just going to be standing here on watch because to me, I don't see anything.
If you wish
Cool stuff happen.
to try and understand what Vediketh did, you will need to succeed in an Arcana check.
Oh, go on then.
So if you feel like your character noticed there was something awry,
I've got
Damn it.
11.
That was off an 18 as well.
what
That-
what
Got
was
a
it?
natural one.
You got a natural one. Okay, and what did you get, Robbie?
8.
8
In the end.
and an 11. No, none of you know.
Damn it.
Oh, we can't do it. Can't question. No.
I mean, we noticed that something was wrong. Like
You've noticed
obviously
that- you've
something
noticed
was
that
wrong.
something
I
is-
just don't know what it is.
You don't know what it is. Yeah, exactly. So you obviously, you're like,
So
usually
it's
there's...
legitimate for me to go, that was
Oh.
weird.
Yeah, it's absolutely. It's usually very golden and very pure and very beautiful looking, and it wasn't. So definitely something is different. You've had enough encounters that you know what it looks like when Vedikath casts magic. It didn't look like it usually did, but you don't know what the different. You can't identify.
I might just ask the question. It's like, Freddy, have you been feeling a bit under the weather or angry lately?
Feeling under the weather.
It's been a bit warm. No, no, I've been feeling great. You know, I've been practicing all these new abilities, new techniques and skills that I've been learning, which obviously very effective.
I mean,
Winning.
yeah, I'm not gonna doubt
Super.
that.
Super effective. But normally your stuff's all sort of bright and cheerful, and
Pure.
some of that stuff didn't look like your stuff normally looks like.
Tablets for that.
Get cream for it.
To get rid of all the eldritch horror.
It's just, you know, different aspects of my god's power. That's all.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
All right.
Fair enough.
But okay, that didn't look like Tempest Darling. We know what his magic looks like.
I
We've
was
been
about to
seeing
say the
our
fact
lives.
he's just said that with another Tempest here should trigger
You,
something, surely.
Sasha, I will let you roll a religion check.
Come on, dice.
14.
Yeah, you definitely know it's not Tempest. And you've definitely got some questions about the god-like status, but you can't identify what it is.
I mean, right now I'm not gonna. If it works, I'm not going to push it further than I'd have to. So I'm just gonna go cook some bacon for Veddy and just be like, "Don't hurt me."
Yeah.
I'm a little bit threatened.
I wish to stay on Vedikath's good side.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did anyone get injured during the fight?
Yeah, Venecat.
Oh yeah. So I'm gonna pull the arrow out of me, like, and then I will make a point of healing myself with lay on hands,
Okay.
which is
I
which
see.
is which is gonna be, sexy and glowy, and all the
Definitely
good
not
shit.
the same color as the beam that came out of your hand. Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be all like normal, and even hear a little like angelic when I do it.
A bit like a angel chorus in the background. It's like,
Yeah, yeah.
behind the mountains. We're like, oh, what?
Okay.
Raise my head and I'm like, did I just hear that? What?
I'm gonna give Dave some of the water I got from the well.
Okay.
Do I have to do a check for that, or am I good to just give it to him?
I think Dave will probably accept water. Dave's not been too.
What about bacon? Will Dave accept
You
bacon?
cannot feed a mule bacon. Oh my
Okay,
god!
I mean, I bet you can.
I bet I
I mean,
could.
you can. It's
cannot.
whether you should or not.
Oh my
Okay,
god!
that's a moral question.
Okay,
about-
I am
Trying to
not-
create
I
a
am-
carnivorous mule.
I am not having any of the equine species
can I just make
room damaged during
can I
my
just-
campaign. Thank you very much.
Okay, fair enough. Can
Yeah,
I
but
just
we've
make
all
a-
seen that video of like the little chick that's running across the ground and the horse goes nom nom nom.
Oh no.
Actually,
do
there
it?
are
What about a
equine
lovely
species
heart?
in the game that do eat meat, but
I
hopefully
know,
we
but
never meet
not
one.
mules. Like,
What
let's not
about
have it.
what about a lovely root vegetable stew? Can I make him that?
I mean, you shouldn't feed horses hot things, but you can definitely feed them root
Fine.
vegetables.
Okay, I'll
Oh.
give him some root vegetables then.
Dave becomes a hell mule.
And I'm like, I would like to think that we left him somewhere with some stuff that he could chew on.
Yeah,
the
I mean, he
floor.
was.
I just
he was
want to.
up
I'm
at-
just trying to.
He
I'm
was
just
up
trying
at
to
the top
distract
eating.
myself.
He was up at the top eating lots of grass, so he's been quite happy all day. And he's had quite a lovely day. He's been up
He's
having
none the wiser.
he's absolutely none the wiser about anything. He's had an absolutely lovely day. So you can feed him some root vegetables, and you can cook some stew for your friends. That's
Yeah, let's do that.
That's fine.
I'll do that.
Sasha, are you continuing a conversation with Vedeketh?
No, but I would do something the next morning.
Okay. So
Does Sasha have any of the maple syrup?
Yep.
Can I have a little bit to put in this stew to sweeten it, please?
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
good. There we go.
put this on.
Dinner is served.
Oh,
Yay.
delicious! Nom 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 nom.
Any actions?
Right.
Anything people want to do over dinner?
I'm going to probably make notes of what we've fought, because like I'm getting quite into like what we keep seeing and fighting, and it's been quite different. So I'm kind of trying to make a little bit of a combat diary, because obviously I wouldn't have seen some of these creatures or things before, especially in an area like this where we've not been before,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not documented. I'd like to try and make it documented.
Cool.
So I'm just scribbling away in a journal, and Quilliam's just sort of helping.
Okay.
I'm sort of on watch, but I'm trying to figure out why there's such an uneasy feeling in the air for some reason. No, everyone doesn't seem very happy about something, and he doesn't know why.
Okay.
I might, before turning to bed, I might go and have a look through the shrubs in the woodland and see if I can find any berries and things.
Okay. Roll me some nature or some survival.
That's a 7. There are no berries in this bit of wood.
You find one or two, but yeah, nothing exciting.
The wild pigs probably got them all.
Probably.
There were a
That's the
lot
thing
of
about
wild pigs. Yeah. Pigs. You're about the same height as a wild pig, so you probably
Yeah.
can't reach up much higher than the pigs can.
Yeah.
It's a good job it was 7 and not a 1, because you might have met a wild pig. Anything anybody else would like to do before bed?
Nah, Bennicus. Yeah, he's had a good old fight. He's tired. He needs to get some sleep.
All right. You gonna set a watch?
I was going to say, I'm already on watch, so I'll do
Yeah,
first watch.
I'll take second.
All right. Uneventful night passes. dawn breaks.
Does those count as short rest?
I think it'll probably be a long rest, so you can refresh all your spell slots and
Yay!
heal yourselves up. Counts as a long rest because you will have had a proper, because you it's sort of evening, so I assume you will have slept over the night, and it's kind of morning.
If there's any of the leftover stew, I might make like little bread soup bowls
Nice.
for the morning people. I don't think
Okay.
we brought coffee with us though, so I can't provide that.
I knew we forgot to buy something.
Yeah, there's always something. But anyway, I'm sort of reheating the stew a little bit and making little rolls, bread rolls with soup in it for people for when they wake up.
Aw, lovely.
I kind of felt really bad, like in the night, for being like, oh, I kind of started all that, so I'm kind of making it up for,
Okay.
you know, my new tactics didn't work, and I feel really really shit about it.
I mean, the only person who got hurt was
So I'm making
Veliketh,
up for
so you know.
And we all showed some remarkable new skill there.
Yeah. So were you all?
I
Yeah.
think our tactics have grown, my friends.
It does appear that way.
Yeah, everyone was doing things they didn't do last time we had a fight. Apart from Sasha,
Cool.
just hit stuff with a warhammer as per.
But it was effective.
It's effective though.
Yeah.
You know,
If it's
you-
not broken, don't fix it.
It-
Sasha, you're very good with your hammer.
Thank you. I know.
So there might be a
Uh,
big bread bowl, and that's the one that Sasha gets.
Hey.
Thanks. I will take my breakfast and go like a couple of feet outside of the group and cast augury.
Ooh,
That's how you pronounce that. I
is
think
how
I've
we
ever heard it.
pronounce it. Augury.
Augury, and like it's supposed to get my deity to tell me about the result of a specific course of action that you plan to take within the next 30 minutes, which is just technically what I want. So, like, I'm basically trying to ask Tempest whether, like, what should I do with Vedi,
Ah.
and this is the best I can get right now. Do I need to like specify the action?
Okay, by casting gem inlaid sticks, rolling dragon bones, laying out ornate cards, or employing some other divination tool, you receive an omen from an otherworldly entity about the results of a specific course of action you plan to take within the next 30 minutes. Yeah, I think you need to be quite specific.
So if that action would be to try and take the flail away from Vedi,
Okay.
because the flail is evil, would that be something that Tempest wants me to do?
I mean, the action could certainly be that you could try to remove the flail from Veliketh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is a spell that just happens. I think you probably get. I think you probably get a wheel and a woe, which is both good and bad results.
Mm-hmm. And if the action was like not do anything about it,
I think you get the same. I think you get a wheel and a woe.
Are you getting the whole thing of like, I've asked the universe for an answer and I'm getting now back?
You're basically the equivalent of a cosmic shrug.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't know.
I don't know. It's just,
or cosmic, it's complicated.
Yeah, exactly. yeah, exactly. The oracle's like, I'm only allowed to give you two possible things here. It's a bit. I can't write your fucking letter. Sorry.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Tempers is up there going, how do I answer this?
And on that note,
Yeah, I think I'm already switching it.
I think we might be calling it a night.
Oh,
So you're ready to continue your journey next time. You've had a good night's rest.
question unanswered.
We all got to flex our new skills.
Yeah, that's true. We did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did end up flexing my new skills. That's a new spell.
Yeah. There you go.
I might see if I can.
Yeah, Dan.
I might see if I can find Dave a proper token.
I also
It was the fact that every
have
time Dan used an ability, it was like, okay, there you go. There's another one. There's another one. Okay, we know what Dan is now.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I should have just sneakily checked his D&D Beyond sheet, and I would be less surprised. But equally angry, actually. Raven, I also got spiritual weapons, so I might occasionally make a Warhammer appear in the air, and it's going to fly around
Nice.
the battle area.
Brilliant's got a
That's
friend.
Very cool.
Nice.
Yeah, so that would also need a token.
Yes. Okay.
If,
All right.
if you can, or should I find something?
No, it's all right. I'll find something. I'm going to find
Thank
Dave
you.
a token. We need a spiritual weapon
Did
token.
Dave sleep all right?
Dave slept. I mean, Dave's a real. Dave slept fine.
Good.
Dave is
Dave,
not.
okay, watch.
Dave is not my fucking neurotic horse. So Dave slept completely fucking fine.
Good for Dave.
Yeah, Dave is much more successful at being an equine than Dino is.
You know, if Dave dies, we'll be doing the same as the Jackal was and trying to get him
Oh.
raised from the dead.
No, not Dave.
All right, don't like. We've only just had Dave for 5 minutes. Come on.
Dave's an important member of the party now. We're not losing him.
Yeah, because else who's going to carry everything back?
Exactly.
I knew that. I like Dave. He's called Dave. We can't
He's called
lose
Dave.
Exactly.
Thank you
He's the
very
sixth
much.
member of the party.
Thank you very much, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much, chat room. I'm gonna stop the stream in just a second whenever I unearth the button. But thank you very much, chat room, for joining us this evening. We will be back in a couple of weeks to see what happens when we leave Which Way. Maybe we don't leave Which Way. Maybe we stay in Which Way.
Which way are we going?
Which way are we going?
Oh,
Dear.
I didn't get one in at the end. I'm sorry.
All right.
I'm going to bed. That's
Night,
true.
chat room.
Yeah.